In this episode of Going for Green, a solar-powered mosquito trap that mimics human scent. A new type of bike that runs on solar that can power homes. Turning waste cooking oil into fuel. A local university is running their tuk-tuks on kitchen remains. And a sanitation solution in Nairobi's informal settlements that is turning waste into organic fertilizer.
In Africa, malaria has a severe socio-economic impact on populations. It is one of the major causes of household poverty as it results in absenteeism from productive income generation activities. At the International Center for Insect Sociology and Ecology in Rusinga, Kenya, they are tackling this by developing the solar-powered Suna mosquito trap, which lures the host-seeking malaria mosquitoes using new scent technology that they have developed.
What we've done over the years is to identify which smells mosquitoes are sensitive to. And then we have put this together in a blend that then attracts mosquitoes to the Suna trap. The reason mosquitoes feed on humans is that they can locate the humans, usually in the dark. So they are attracted by various things such as heat and the smells that come from human beings, including carbon dioxide. So the Suna trap has been developed with these scents incorporated so that the mosquitoes are attracted to the trap.
The Suna trap works by attracting mosquitoes using a human-mimicking scent that is dispersed from 5 nylon strips located within its housing. The solar panel powers a fan which blows the scent blend into the area around the trap. Mosquitoes attracted by the scent come near the trap and the fan sucks them into a trap chamber where they die from dehydration.
So the whole of this area is then covered in a blend that attracts mosquitoes that then get in here, are then sucked into this netting and cannot escape.
Out in the villages, the free Suna trap is an attractive idea to many due to low income, and also maintaining a thriving fishing industry is key to the economic strength of Rusinga Island.
Unajua lazima kazi iwe ngumu kwa sababu tunafanya usiku, tunalala mchana. Saa zingine unaweza kutoka barini, tuseme vile saizi nilikuwa nimetoka barini na kuna kazi sana sana kushona kama hizi manyavu ndio tunaenda kuzishona saizi tena. Sasa nafasi ya kulala unaweza hata kulala hata for 2 hours tena unarudi kazi tena. Sasa kazi ni ngumu, siwezi kusema ni rahisi.
Malaria is a problem to fishermen or the people living around the lake because the lake at times the mosquito has scattered all over. All the containers, their breeding places are very many around along the lake. So they are suffering from mosquitoes. So the issue of malaria and the mosquito, they are related. So it's very common around the lake.
The high levels of malaria prevalence on the island made it an ideal research location.
On the island alone, we had an average malaria prevalence rate of between 10 and 40%. 40% is a huge percentage. You know, it means that every 4 out of 10 people that you meet will be carrying malaria.
We used to have malaria regularly in the family, one after the other. But the trap is doing some work outside. So it has got a very, very big importance to the community.
Imepungua kabisa. Unajua sana kitambo nilikuwa na malaria kidogo kwa nyumba juu ya watoto sana watoto na bibi. Na vile tangu watuletee hizi vitu, mimi sijawahi kupeleka mtoto juu ya malaria kwa hospitali.
For the trap to succeed, it was important to incorporate other features that would add to its value. The trap comes complete with a 2-bulb home lighting unit and a phone charging system that run off the solar-powered battery. The trap is not only fighting malaria, but also putting an end to respiratory diseases caused by paraffin lamps, a common challenge in the area.
We suffered a lot before these ones came, but since it was, they were installed in very many houses, most of us, the respiratory system diseases has gone down.
By fighting disease on various levels, the Solar Trap has allowed local fishermen and traders to focus on their income-generating activities, thereby raising the socio-economic standards of the community on the island. The reduction of costs on medical care has seen that newfound income help raise the economic standards of the beneficiaries.
Kwa miaka imeenda, nimesave mingi kwa sababu kwa wiki moja mtoto mgonjwa, mimi mgonjwa, hata bwana pia mgonjwa, naenda kwa hospitali. Ukienda kwa hospitalini shilingi 100, 200, sasa hiyo pesa ilikuwa too much. Sasa sasa nimesave pesa kabisa.
And by reducing death rates, lowering expenses on hospital fees, and cutting the cash spent on kerosene, the future is looking brighter for the residents of Rusinga Island.
Economically, the community has gone up. We are in another world. We are not in Rusinga of yesterday since this project came.
At the Kenya Climate and Innovation Centre, a company called Solar E-Cycles designs, assembles and is planning to distribute an environmentally friendly form of transport that is geared to change people's lives.
Our background is solar in particular, so we thought bringing the item of transport and these other communications together would be nice.
We merged them together to bring one solution that is all covering and addressing the need in the society.
As you can see, we have the solar panels. These are very thin, flexible solar modules. They're not the regular panels as compared to the other ones on the side. It's a number of components, half a bicycle if you like. Then you have the solar PV modules, you have inverter, and then you have the motors.
The rest of the electricals, like the motors, those came complete units. The panels also complete unit, the inverter is a complete unit.
The E-Cycle is a hybrid bicycle that's fitted with a solar panel roof. The panel converts the sun's rays into direct current that powers its motors, causing motion. The excess energy is stored in batteries to then be used when there is no sunshine.
So that is basically the technology. And the inverter also has a port for AC so that you can use every other application that you need to, apart from running the motors.
The Solar E-Cycle is a multi-utility vehicle that can be used for transport or act as a source of domestic electricity in the owner's home through the use of its inbuilt inverter.
We have the element of power, which the power can be used for powering the vehicle. So you cycle it, go to the riverbed or anywhere, then you just pump your water from there. It can also be used for charging a mobile phone. People who are in the off-grid areas can charge their mobile phones. In the evening, one can use it for lighting their homes.
To light the home, the owner of the E-Cycle can park the car close to the house and run the extension lead from the inverters. This has enough power to run 2 or 3 bulbs throughout the night. It can also power other low-consumption electrical appliances like a TV or radio. With solar being an expensive technology, the team at Solar E-Cycle have developed a financial model aimed at making it more accessible.
We decided our model would be to develop a bicycle and then we'll try and provide it with a financial module. So instead of someone buying the bicycle, it's a leasing model. So one would just have to pay based on how they use the bicycle.
With solar being a renewable and available energy source, the impact of the Solar E-Cycle is that the power produced for each ride can be offset against the carbon usually produced by a motor-powered alternative, such as a tuk-tuk.
Even as a country, we have a target to attain in terms of our carbon footprint. We have a SGM system on board, which will tell us how much of power is generated by the solar. We would know in terms of carbon offset because of what is the distance traveled, and so forth. This is a clean form of energy. There is no noise, and you do not need to purchase any fuel at all. If we have a number of them, the carbon footprint we are going to offset will be so much.
And the team at Solar eCycle recognize that with commercialization, this solar bike could be a solution that will better the lives of millions of people in the region.
There's 850 million people in Africa, and out of 600 million are in off-grid. They do not have access to electricity. Now, this could be a solution for them.
I look at Solar eCycle in the future. It's a very bright future, and it's a gadget, it's an instrument that's gonna shape the way we do business, the way we move around, the way we live, because here we are giving our clients a solution to many problems, not just transport problems. We're not looking at solving one problem, we're looking at solving many problems in the communities.
As always, the sun comes out, it's a bright future for Solar eCycle.
Did you know that mosquitoes are the deadliest animals on Earth? They can detect carbon dioxide from 75 feet away. Africa is endowed with an abundance of renewable energy sources, a lot of sun, wind, and biomass. But what is being done to utilize these precious resources? At the Technical University of Kenya, they are turning bio-waste into biofuel.
We looked at biodiesel because it's very easy to make, particularly from waste vegetable oil. Biodiesel is, first of all, a very good lubricant. It has properties which allow it to clean up a system which has been using petrodiesel and reduce the carbon content which has already been held there.
Waste vegetable oil has for a long time lacked commercial value, and so the university collects large amounts of it from hotels.
So the first thing in this project is the collection of waste oil, waste fat from a hotel after being used by the hotels. The normal, some hotels they throw it away through the drainage system. We were able to collect the fat. You find there's food material, there's water, there's so many debris in there. So as we normally first we heat so that we can filter.
This bio-waste, when converted to biodiesel, becomes a valuable product.
There's a filter inside. So we heat the oil so that now when we filter, we get those debris material.
To create biodiesel, the vegetable oil is reacted with methanol. The result is biodiesel and glycerol. In its chemical structure, biodiesel has oxygen molecules not found in regular diesel, making it a fuel that burns well.
This is now where the reaction is going to take place. You pump this oil to the tank using these pumps. So you pump this methoxide into the reaction tank. You leave the reaction to take place for 2 hours. The pump will start pumping the mixture. Then the process will now start separating. Then we shall have 2 layers. The biodiesel, crude biodiesel. Then we shall have crude glycerol. See, this now will be bottom one.
After the separation process is complete, they then test the yield to ensure its purity.
When we tested it, we were getting a yield of 90%. So out of every liter of waste vegetable oil, 90% of it is converted into biodiesel, and the other 10% is glycerol. And the glycerol in itself is actually not a waste.
After 6 long months of researching the fuel, the team chose a vehicle that did not require vast amounts of power, a tuk-tuk.
Since then, we have been running the biodiesel produced in the tuk-tuk because we want to be able to tell the public that we have tested this material over a long period of time. Immediately we received the tuk-tuk. It was a petrodiesel tank. We emptied, put our biodiesel and drove off from the factory to here. And we've been running it ever since. The only thing we've had to do since then is just look at the oil filter and remove the impurities and continue to run.
We shall have plenty of waste oil, which can be used in production of biodiesel. And biodiesel now it can be used in running any diesel engine. And you see the biodiesel itself, it is environmentally friendly. If you compare it with the diesel, this one burns completely. It means combustion is 100%. So it's more efficient.
Biofuels, when combusted, produce 80% less carbon monoxide, particulate matter, and burned hydrocarbons and sulfates than normal diesel fuel.
Watu huwa wanaulizia mafuta sana. Ikitoka nje, nikiwa naendesha, watu huwa wanauliza maswali mengi kuhusu hii biodiesel. Vile inatengenezwa, kama iko able kulani na gali zingine. Naambia yes, inaweza lani.
With a ready biofuel for the market and tests continuing on the tuk-tuk, what are the future's ambitions of this project?
The importance of such facilities is not just to the institution, because once we've developed this technology, we would like to roll it out to the community.
These are projects which the youth can take up, groups of women in communities. After all, these are where we are going to tap and collect our waste. The next stage is for the commercialization of this technology. That is really the goal.
We are looking at a project that can actually transform the lives of young people. They will find purpose, being and existing in the communities where they live.
Currently, in Kenya, around 8 million residents lack access to hygienic sanitation, particularly where community members don't have access to clean toilets. In Nairobi, a company is tackling this problem.
Sanergy started about 2011, so 3 of our co-founders came together to think about how they could solve the sanitation challenge. They thought about how they could provide good sanitation that's affordable and that's hygienic and that's sustainable.
The company founders initially visited Mukuru slums in Nairobi, where they ran an extensive research program. Speaking with the community members, it ultimately inspired them to develop the Fresh Life toilet.
We came up with the Fresh Life toilet, which is a bold blue structure. It's 3 by 5 feet and can fit in very compact spaces located next to where you lived. It's pay per use at 5 shillings, and you can also wash your hands with clean water and soap, and it's hygienic inside and gives you a bathroom experience just like you would in a good toilet. The other model that we have is landlords who provide them as a value-added service to their tenants.
Si ati ni biashara peke yake, ni kusaidia wana community wangu. Kwa hii area, ukitoka hapa, labda utaenda karibu 200 meters bila kupata choo, nunua mafuta ya kilo 2. Nilikuwa namaliza haraka ama natoa hiyo mafuta naweka pahali ingine ili niweze kutumia kama choo.
The other model we have is a schools model, where we give school-going children a chance to get a clean Fresh Life toilet.
Fresh Life toilets are such a hygienic and clean facility, and Sanergy are also creating a usable byproduct from the waste.
Every day, we collect about 10 tons of waste from the community, which we take to a central processing facility and convert it into valuable byproducts. Pure protein, which is an insect-based animal feed that's very good for farmers who have livestock.
So in Sanergy, what we do, we get the black soldier flies, we feed them with organic waste combined with human waste from our Fresh Life toilet.
The larvae feed on and break down waste from the toilets. These larvae are then harvested and boiled for sterilization. They are then sun-dried for easy packaging. The larvae also undergo rigorous testing so as to ensure high standards are met in providing farmers with quality products.
We have several bioproducts. Evergrow, which is a rich organic fertilizer. We are also just started our biogas production, which we will continue to scale in the future. And then we have biochar, which is a soil conditioner.
These products are having a large impact on agriculture.
For the farms that we have sold Evergrow to, we are seeing that they have an increase in yield of up to 30%, which is a really huge deal. We are giving our farmers the best products possible so that they can also earn an income from their farms, at the same time feed the growing populations.
Evergrow The advantage is that when you use it, there is a reduced weight. Another, it's aid in the uptake of other nutrients as it has organic matters.
The environmental success of these toilets and waste management are huge.
About 1.8 million children die every year due to diarrhea-related diseases. By having a clean community, kids don't get sick, people are more productive, and they're able to undertake their life in a healthier way. They appreciate that they don't have to worry about their kids getting sick.
Having achieved such huge environmental impacts, Sanergy are expanding their operations.
We have about 650 units that are serving about 33,000 people every day with hygienic sanitation.
Na siku hizi nafikiri hata mahospitali sasa imeona ya kwamba magonjwa mengine imeweza kufungua, sababu mtoto yote wa miaka 3 anaweza tumia hicho na anaenda na anatoka vizuri. Hicho ya Fresh Life imeweza kufundisha watu kunao mkono ukitoka kwa choo. Wacha niseme watu wa hii area wamefurahia. Ukiwauliza maswali watakwambia hii Fresh Life ni number 1.
To create your own mosquito trap, cut a plastic bottle in half. In the bottom half, mix sugar with warm water and let it cool. Add yeast. This will create carbon dioxide, which attracts the mosquitoes. Place the top half upside down into the bottom half to create a funnel. Tape them together. This traps the mosquitoes. Place the trap away from where you sit.